cooperation.
Yeah, you're welcome, Black Robocop.
Alex Murphy.
Why would you tell them your name?
If I had a pulse, it'd be racing.
I'm convinced this thing's a sex toy. Welcome to Blu-ray on a budget. You kids are spoiled, goddammit. In 1987, we didn't have superhero movies. Now, you got everything. Hell, Suicide Squad's coming out, and that's about bad guys. It's about supervillains. In 1987, we were 2 years away from Tim Burton's Batman, which would change the landscape of superhero cinema forever. We did have one thing, though. He was part man, part machine. All cop. The future of law enforcement. Robocop. Director Paul Verhoeven's very interesting and ultra-violent film was basically a comic book come to life. In fact, when I was a kid after it came out, they pushed toys, a cartoon. Yeah, Kenner had a fucking toy line. Marvel even released a comic book at the time. It was ridiculous, but it was the closest thing we had to a superhero come to life. And man, let me tell you, it was awesome. What's scary is that the futuristic Detroit that's depicted in Robocop has come to fruition. In fact, even in Detroit, you can go see a statue of Robocop. The people of Detroit are proud of this, and they should be, because Peter Weller's performance is pitch perfect as Robocop. Now, you all know the story, and if you don't, you've been living under a rock. And if you have been living under a rock, how much does it cost? Is it expensive? What do you pay as far as a mortgage? I'd like to know. I digress. See, Robocop is the story of a hero cop who has a family and he's just trying to do the right thing, man. Next thing you know, he's killed by the father from that 70s show. Yeah, that actually happened. He's the leader of an evil gang. You got a bunch of dudes on coke, everybody's corrupt. And then Peter Weller is violently murdered. I mean, really violently murdered. In fact, Robocop in its original incarnation got an X rating. It was submitted no less than almost 37 times back to the MPAA to get an R rating. Most of it was shot in Texas during a gigantic heat wave, which meant that Peter Weller underneath the Robocop suit was losing an average of 15 pounds a day just to be Robocop. See, people are spoiled with CGI. Back when I was a kid, actors had to lose weight and almost die to be a superhero. Robocop still holds up. In fact, in 2013, they tried to make a remake. And I'll be honest with you, Joel Kinnaman's a pretty good actor. But man, he is no Peter Weller. And Robocop 2013 is no Robocop 1987. They even tried to make sequels, Robocop 2, which was written by Frank Miller, way before his film Sin City. Damn, I still wish I saw Jessica Alba's titties in that movie. Like, I think about it every night. I digress. So anyway, Robocop was the closest thing we had to a superhero movie, and it was awesome. Dudes get shot in the dick. Yeah, that's right. How often do you see that in movies? I mean, now you go to the cinema and you see Jason Segel's dick. I don't want to see that. Hell, next thing you know, you'd be seeing Fred Savage's dick. Wait a second. I think that was some fan fiction I wrote. Yeah, fan fiction where Winnie Cooper... Oh, sorry. Ooh. Keep count, kids. Keep digressing. Ooh. Robocop. What a perfect movie. I remember seeing it. Well, I didn't get to see it, but I saw the pictures in Starlog magazine. We didn't have the internet back in the day, but we did have some awesome magazines. Starlog for the sci-fi nerds, Fangoria for the horror kids like myself. And all we had were these pictures. And I kept waiting with bated breath, showing my dad the pictures of this awesome movie. Well, most movies were rated R at the time. Hell, one of my favorite movies as a kid is Rambo First Blood Part 2. My dad took me to see that. He took me to see The Terminator. I mean, you really have to know your kids. Sometimes the violence is okay. Some kids can handle it and some kids just can't. But when I was a kid, there was no PG-13. Not until Red Dawn. Damn you, Red Dawn. Damn you to hell. Oh man, I can't get all saucy about that. I love you, Swayze. the power of Swayze compels you. Remember that. Tonight you go home and you pray to him. Think about that. So I begged Dad to go take me to see Robocop. And man, was it fucking violent. Holy shit. Even by today's standards, it's pretty fucking violent. Especially that scene, ooh, spoiler alert, where they shoot off Peter Weller's hand. Damn, that was hardcore. But the thing was, the story, the music, the direction, everything about this movie is pitch perfect. I mean, shit. Like I said, they remade it. They had all the special effects in the world. They used old school Ray Harryhausen styles to produce the ED-209, which was kind of the nemesis of Robocop, this big hulking thing. Let me tell you something. I see movies today, and they are constantly, I mean ridiculously influenced by Robocop. It still has a lasting effect. Look at all these cool toys. Shit, we had video games. Data East produced one in the arcade. There was always a line for that. And who could forget Robocop versus Terminator? I still fantasize about that being a movie. Why are we making Terminator Genesis when we could easily have an awesome Robocop versus Terminator movie? I mean, shit, if they can bring back Schwarzenegger, why not Peter Weller? I mean, he's under all that, shit that made him lose 15 pounds at a clip every time he jumped in the fucking suit. Ooh, I digress. You keep a count? Good. Robocop is the story of a Jesus figure. That's, again, what Paul Verhoeven just keeps swearing up and down. I have no idea. What I do know is these guys were on a lot of coke, and it shows. I mean, there's so much cocaine in this movie, it's ridiculous. There's even a factory where they make cocaine. Robocop destroys it. But my favorite part is the cocaine on the hooker's boobs. Because since I've been a little boy, I've always wanted to do cocaine off of a hooker's boobs. Yeah, that's the kind of childhood I had. You're sucked in comparison. I don't know what you fucking kids do. Do you play Minecraft? Do you watch these films like G.I. Joe Retaliation? I mean, hell, The Rock did save it, but not by much. Snake Eyes was the coolest part. God damn it, I digress. Robocop holds as the true and tried champion of awesome, sci-fi, super-heroic, awesome action of the 80s. Its influence is like a shockwave. Well, damn it, every director who's making an action film, a sci-fi film, or hell, even a horror film, yeah, they rip off Robocop. Now, here's how to know your Robocops on Blu-ray. Here's a quick lesson. This version of Robocop came out in 2007. It's nice to have Robocop on Blu-ray, but it's a bare bones disc, and it doesn't have much on it other than the 5.1 sound and some other stuff. Now, let's get to the Blu-ray that you need to own. When everybody was getting hot and bothered for the new Robocop, 2013 Robocop, or I don't even know what to call it. It was still pretty cool. I like the black armor. And hey, Jackie Earle Haley was in it, and he's pretty cool, right? He always plays a child molester, but in this he's a robot molester. Ugh. So, this is the bad boy you need to own. Oh my effing god. It's in 1080i, 1080p. It's got 7.1 remastered, remixed sound. This version is good. It's been cleaned up. But the 2013 version of this film, this is the one you want. The best part is, if you go on Amazon or you go on eBay, you're scoring this puppy for $10. And let me tell you something. I actually bought this, I want to say for $8.99 at Walmart. And I ended up getting a free movie ticket so that I could go see the new Robocop in IMAX. I don't hate the new Robocop, but I don't love it either. It kind of just is. But let me tell you something, for under $10, this is what you need. Okay, Flesh and Steel, the making of Robocop. An excellent documentary. I mean, shit, they probably could have sold this as a documentary alone and most nerds would have bought it. Robocop, creating a legend. You also get all the 1987 featurettes that were on the original Laserdisc. Remember Laserdisc? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know how old you are. But they were like gigantic albums that... Laserdisc was awesome because of the artwork, but you had to flip the discs. And What a mess. But it was good picture quality. So, you've got the boardroom, which goes into all the making of special effects with Phil Tippett from Star Wars fame. You had the special effects then and now, explaining how most of this stuff would have been done on CGI, but they did it practically. Yes, that's right, real explosions. Oh my god! Look, you get an amazing commentary. Now, if one thing you buy this film, I giggle just. I wish I could play you an audio track, but it just, you need to hear it to believe it. Paul Verhoeven is a crazy German, and I love crazy Germans, and there's nothing better than hearing Paul Verhoeven explain this film, because he's either batshit crazy, or he's batshit crazy and did way too much cocaine in the 80s, because I have no idea what he's talking about, but hey, God bless him. He made Robocop, and it's fucking awesome. So you've got your 7.1 surround sound mix, the audio is tits, beautiful. The picture is gorgeous. I mean, honestly, people talk about 4K, but this remaster, I challenge any day that this holds up to a 4K remaster. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, what should you pay for this? I'm saying you can get it for $8.99 now online. You know, the place you look at porn? Yeah, go online. You can also buy Blu-rays there. Did you know that? That's incredible. Robocop is a film that needs to be in your collection.